What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the next video in learning Laravel. My name is QDS Dani and you guys are watching my channel Korayon. Alright, so as we said in previous video that we're gonna create a view. In this video we're gonna create a view students, and we're gonna connect it to our controller. Keep in mind, views are has a lot of functionalities. Once we completed the middlewares and once we completed the route groups, then we're gonna move towards the view. But views has a lot of words because it has a lot of sections that you guys need to understand. So but we're gonna show you all, and just if you guys go there and just fire up your Laravel. Once the Laravel starts, we can check the Laravel's up and running. All right, so now we, as I said before, that you're gonna come here through your route, and you're gonna create your controller, and through our controller then we're going to create our students blade.php. Once students blade PHP is created here in our view, then we can connect to our index. And keep in mind that we have route get students ID. We can show it in another way too. So for example, we can put a array, and through this array we can add say the student's ID, and I'm gonna put everything down. Say for example we have an array, and we're gonna put it as, and we're gonna put say here we can take this one out, and we're gonna take this one out. So instead we're gonna write this one as, and we're gonna put a double arrow operator, and we can put this guy here. We can do it this way as well, as you guys gonna might see from time to time, and you're gonna see uses, and you can put a double arrow operator, and you can put your controller. So you can put a controller. This double arrow operator just means that there's a value here, there's a key here, it has a value of this one. This is going to be exactly the same as before. I'm going to put it here. You're going to see this one as well. That's going to be, say, the name, and that's going to be our controller. That's what we're going to see, but this one is going to be inside the array with a double arrow operator. You're going to see this way as well. And if you're going to come here and put a student ID, we're going to have exactly the same ones. So if you come here, we're going to have exactly the same effect, no problem. So keep in mind, this is very useful when if you're going to do, say for example, our middleware. So we have a middleware. What we're going to do inside our middleware, and then we're going to put a, say for example, we're going to put a role of say whatever role. For example, we're gonna put a manager, our whatever role we're gonna do. But that's gonna be our discussion for the future videos. But we don't want to confuse you now, so I'm gonna remove this. And as I said, that you guys make sure that you guys get used to this with a double arrow operator. So we're gonna put an array here, and we're gonna put a just like a key value. Just want to go exactly like a key value, like dictionary. So this side is have a as students, that's going to be like a name, and this one uses this controller. So we can put our middleware, we can put whatever here. So here now we're gonna, as I said, we have a controller, and we have our controllers have a students blade.php. So we're gonna copy this one, and we're gonna come here in our view. We're gonna go on the file, so we go hit the control S, and here we're gonna paste that one here, and we have a students blade.php. So if you look in here in our views, now we have a students blade.php. So our students blade.php is completed. Now we're gonna go here and make sure you guys remove this blade, because inside the controller you guys need only the first bit. When it comes to view, then you guys need to put a blade, but here you guys don't need to put anything here. So control, and we're gonna create a route, and keep in mind for every page here you guys need different routes. So, and then if you want to have a lot of pages, then we're gonna create the route group, and that's going to be our discussion for the future videos. And for now, you guys gonna come here and put a get, and what we're gonna get students. We put a students, and here we put a controller. We put a students controller, and what we have here inside our index, then we're gonna put inside index. We put at, we put index. So we look at here, we have a student controller, and we're gonna return, instead of this one return student's name, we put this one in the previous video, but now we are returning the view. And the views here, because here don't put a views, don't put a plural, just put a singular. And where's the views? We have a students blade.php, and inside here we can put a HTML, and when you do this doc type HTML, everything's coming fine. So inside the students.blade, you can make a nice bootstrap, or you can make a nice container. Say for example, you can make nice writing. Say we put a div, and we put a class, we put a container. So inside the div class container, then we can put a nice say for example h1, and we put a welcome to students page. And if you guys want, you guys can put a style, we put a text align, and we put a center. Our you guys can do it bold, but that's pretty much fine. So we want to see the container, and we have a text align center, and that's going to be the students, because these students coming from here, students. Okay, so now we're going to see our route. We have students here, and we have a controller here, students controller at index. So if you're gonna come here, and we're gonna refresh, and we're gonna go and we put a students, and you're gonna see here that we have successfully used route, which is this guy here, from the students. Instead of we used to do functions here, we return view welcome. Now we're using controller. So now we're using controller effectively, students controller at index. So the Laravel is going to come here, and it's going to see the route, and it's going to see students. Then it's going to see here the how we're going to go towards the index. So if you look in here, we have a students.index. Keep in mind, if you don't see HTML, you can go here in if you're in Sublime Text, you just put it here somewhere in the, just put a HTML, and it's gonna be auto completed like this. But if you don't see this one, just you can bad luck, then you can create your own say you can do copy this one. You can go, this is the hard way, because you guys need to create a doc type HTML, then you guys need to create a head, then you guys need to create a body HTML and tag, then you guys gonna put a body. Inside the body, make sure you guys put a div class container, and you can put a h1 with the CSS style text align center, and you can put your message, which is this guy here. So that's how we're going to connect the controller to the view. And now you're looking here to here, now we have get it, they have created the URI, and here instead of the function, we are creating the controller, and in the controller have index, and then the Laravel is going to come here to the controller, looks for the controller. Now the first thing the Laravel encounters is going to be this one, then it looks for this one, then look for the method, and it finds the student's controller, then finds the method, and looks inside the method, there is a student's view, and jumps into the student's view. And when it finds the student's view, then it's going to render this one. That's how you guys are going to see here. Alright, so that's it for this video, guys. In the next video, we're gonna start working on the middleware. We're gonna see what the heck is this middleware in Laravel. So once you guys gonna get advanced, then we're gonna come and use this one more effectively, because we need to add our middleware here. So we're gonna need to put our middleware, as you can see here, how we're gonna use our middleware effectively. There's two kind of middleware. We have a global middleware and we have a route middleware, and that's going to be our discussion for the future videos. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you guys have any question or comment, leave in comment box. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.